Hi, and welcome to Origin of Concepts. In this episode, I'll talk a little about the labyrinth and maze symbolism from the mythology, namely Greek mythology, but the labyrinth is used in different cultures or ancient cultures around the world to explain their systems, so to speak. The labyrinth or maze can be found around many ancient cultures worldwide as a symbol of the difficult path to achieve different goals in life or the divine, namely the road through the materialistic mind or the senses to reach enlightenment and wisdom, and of course also to get into the realm of the death, when we leave this earth and we want to go to the exact right place, we also sometimes have to go through the labyrinth. And the labyrinth has its origin in the Milky Way center, of course. So let's take a look at the Milky Way center here. The labyrinth is visualized by the striped shadow, the bridge into the golden light emanating from the disk. So this is the place everybody wants to go, either to gain wisdom, enlightenment, or the realm of the death spirit, back to your inner home or outer home or whatever, or the galactic home. And to go there, we have to move through the labyrinth, and it starts here in the mortal world or the mortal mind, and then we have to find our way here through the striped shadow, and it can be a rough path. So here we got the labyrinth, and let me try to back this up with some of the textures out there. And by the way, this is also the origin of the checkered floor, which is used in palaces and royal houses, and the Freemasons also use it as the floor, where you start your path to enlightenment. You have to start on the checkered floor, and go up the stairs, so to speak. But let's start reading some key features here. The most famous myth containing a labyrinth revolve around the Greek tale of Daedalus, who built the Cretan labyrinth for King Minos to imprison the Minotaur. And Theseus and the Minotaur. The Athenian hero Theseus, not Jesus, Theseus, sorry, my Greek is not that good, enters the inescapable labyrinth to kill the Minotaur. He enters the labyrinth to kill the Minotaur in the middle, and saving Athenian youth from sacrifices, and escapes using a ball of thread provided by Ariadne, the daughter of Minos. Yeah, okay, let's take that step by step. Because first of all, the Athenian youth is the striped shadow here, the crowd of youth in the labyrinth. And the Athena, is the goddess here, standing here. The silvery shadow with the female posture. That's Athena and her youth. So here they are standing in the labyrinth. And the ball of thread is the golden disc, of course, here. And the threads is, of course, the stripes here in the striped shadow, the wool or whatever. You're making a ball. So here you got that story. And uh, Daedalus and Icarus, the story is also attached to the labyrinth because they are the architects of the labyrinth, and they escape the labyrinth by crafting wings. But Icarus falls when he flies too close to the sun. So let me draw that for you. They are in the labyrinth and they fly away on wings. And there's the striped shadow is always the wing in the sky. But it can also be when the striped shadow is paired here, it looks like entities with wings. It's also used at the small devils and angels and a lot of things in the mythology. So here you got the Daedalus and his son Icarus escape the labyrinth by crafting wings. But his son is, or Icarus is getting too close to the sun. Of course, yes, because this is the sun. The sun, mentioned in almost every single myth, is an allegory of the golden disk in the Milky Way center. So let's move on to the next. And it's here. The saga of Wayland the Smith in Teutonic legend. It's from Germanic mythology. The master smith Wayland is imprisoned on an island depicted as a maze from which he builds wings to escape. And it's basically the exact same story, just on the opposite side of the world. Because he is in the maze and he also create a wing. The wing is the crescent because the striped shadow is the crescent, the womb of the mother in the heavens, and the horn. And then we can move on here. The tale of Apimanyu from the Mahabharata. I can never say that word. Mahabharata. Yeah, there it was. The Indian epic tells of a specialized impenetrable battle formation, called the Chakra Yuha, which is a maze like circular array that the warrior Apimanyu enters. And just to outline it, it's the same maze. It's a striped shadow, yeah. Let's move on. The flood myth of the Litoi, the West American Indians, features the man in the maze. Man in the maze symbol, representing the journey and choices of the creator hero Litoi. You can find more info on the internet. But I was talking about before. You have to go through the maze here to get enlightenment. And this was the same issue for the Indians and for many, many others. The old philosophical issue, how to put enlightenment and wisdom into the brain of people. Okay, and then we got, of course, the Christians, or the Christian Shemin de Jerusalem, where the medieval Christians used stone labyrinths on cathedral floors as symbolic pilgrimage to the Holy Land. So to get into the Holy Land here of honey and milk, then you have to go through the maze here. You know, you have to go the golden path to reach the light of the world and become one of Jesus' disciples, so to speak. You can go watch my video because that's exactly what the stripe shadow is used for. The disciple or people who want to obtain wisdom. The bridge between the mortal realm and the heavens or enlightenment, spirit. Okay, and of course the Milky Way Center is the Holy Land where Jerusalem is placed. Jerusalem is the stripe shadow. You can go watch my Jerusalem video to learn more. Yeah. And the labyrinth often symbolizes the complexity complexity of the human mind, the journey through life, or a symbolic womb for rebirth. But most important, the way to enlightenment and wisdom. And just for good sake, let me show you the womb here. The stripe shadow is the womb of the mother, which is standing right here. And here is her leg. So, and the half moon, the crescent. Yes, okay, that's all. And, well, not. I got one last little bonus info here for you. Because I'm a big fan of Stanley Kubrick. Yeah. And he is also using the labyrinth in his movie The Shining. And in the near future, I'll break down this brilliant movie and all of the hidden symbolism, because it's brilliant. But let me give you a little taste here of the Shining boy, you know, on the hotel here, on the mountain, and in the garden there is a labyrinth or maze. And then I don't think I will reveal any more, but that will be for a video coming up very soon. And if you want to know a little bit more about Stanley Kubrick and the Space Odyssey, you can go watch my Black Cube video. Then you will understand exactly what Stanley Kubrick was doing in that famous and also brilliant video. Okay, that's all from here now, and the labyrinth. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. And until the next video, take care. Bye.